Hi guys, it's Andrew here from Eastonmade Wood Splitters today, and welcome back to the Eastonmade channel. I am out here in the wood yard. It's been a long time since I've done a video. It's probably been a month or 6 weeks since I've been on YouTube here and did a video for you fine folks. We've been busy here, guys. We've been running right off our feet. Our main purchaser guy, Gus Pye, had a baby, so congratulations to Gus. His wife had a baby boy there about a month ago, so I've been picking up for Gus and trying to organize a bunch of stuff around the shop here to get these Evos out the door and all of our other products on time. We have a couple of cool new projects coming up here. There's you can see it in the distance right over there. I'm going to show a video of that here probably next week. We just got to tidy up a couple things on it there today, so that'll probably be the next video or maybe the video after. I had another guy just this week ask about hopper conveyors. So firewood conveyor with a big hopper on it. So this is what it looks like here, guys. So you can dump wood directly into this. It's got a big hopper on it. We can make these bigger or smaller, whatever you need to suit your wood yard. We can make the hoppers whatever size to do that for you. And then it's going to be built and work the way you want it to. But what I've got here today is I have an electric 60C firewood processor. We had a couple of customers that weren't able to make it to come and check this machine out this week, so I wanted to do this video for those guys. We did have Greg come up from Texas to check it out. Thanks for coming up, Greg. It was obviously great having you here. It's nice to have you in the yard and to check out some of our gear. But yeah, this is an electric 60C, guys. This is essentially our big processor. It's just got an electric motor on it. We got a 4-strand deck on it here, heavy gauge 81X live deck chain. Like, when you're looking at these processors too, guys, there's a handful of things to look at. Like, if you look at the deck on this deck's actually quite a bit heavier than all the other ones on the market. In-feed chain's nice and strong. It's 81X heavy chain. It's same as what you'd find in a big sawmill. So here's what we have here. It's a 125 horsepower motor on this, electric motor. We can do this in whatever voltage you want. Have a big panel here. It does have a soft start in it, so it's a nice running setup. Why would you want to have the electric, guys? Well, if you've got the power, you're going to save an awful pile of maintenance. You're going to save an awful pile of fuel. Those are the two reasons you want to buy an electric firewood processor. There's really not a whole lot that wears out on these machines. Like, wood is hard on things, firewood is hard on things. But there's not a lot to wear out on these things other than the engine. Anything to go wrong, really, other than the engine. Especially with the new engine DEF and all the electronics and stuff on them, they're not near as reliable as what they used to. If you've ever owned a piece of equipment or a diesel pickup truck, you know this. So yeah, so that's what we've got, guys. Like I said, standard 60C configuration. The other cool thing we've got in here is we actually have an HMI. I'll fire that up here in a minute and I'll show you that if I can, but it just logs all your data, so how many cuts you've done, cycles, all that kind of stuff. We can put that on pretty well any machine if you wanted it. It's just a plug and play now. It just plugs into a control box and it tells you all the cycles. So if you wanted to track all that stuff, it's all there for you to track. And you can see, guys, like, the cab in this thing is a nice cab to sit in. This is why you're gonna buy one of these 60Cs or 48C rather than an Evo. Like, performance wise, guys, you're probably not going to see a huge performance difference, especially with how fast that Evo is right now, going up into one of these. However, what you are going to find with one of these is you have all of the little features in it that allow an operator to be comfortable in that cab all day, every day, and not need to work terribly hard at it. So you have the log rollers in the trough here, so you can turn a blocker around. You don't normally need to get out of the cab. You will every once in a while, but it definitely saves a lot having the rollers in there. Tip tray is really nice to be able to set those bigger pieces in the last cut. And then the log eject door is really nice too, because if you do have something that turns sideways on you, it's too big that you can't get out of there, you just drop the door and the piece rolls out onto the ground here. Or if you have a cookie, a small cookie, you don't want to go into your wood pile, you can drop it out and not have it in the wood pile. And the beams in all of our machines and all these fire processors are all AR400. The whole beam is a fabricated beam, AR400. It's actually a steel wear plates. The AR400 is that hard. We can run a steel wear plate in them. Like I said, guys, just a really nice setup. If you're looking at these machines, compare them. Compare the features, compare the wedges on them. This has a 16 way in it right now. Nice thing about this 16 ways, there's nothing around the outside of it, because you're always going to have a piece of wood that's not cut square, or it's got a burl on it or whatever. It's gonna go one way or the other on you, or maybe off the side. If you have that closed in, they're gonna bind really bad on you. The back end of this is really heavy too. This is kind of the meat and potatoes of the whole thing. So if you do buy this with a 16 way wedge, most guys do, you can also swap it up for 4-way, 6-way, 8-way, 12-way, whatever wedge you want. You're not married to that one wedge design, and it's quick and easy to change out. Like if you need to change a wedge on one of these things, we changed one the other day when Greg was here. It was I don't know, 10 minutes to change it. Like there's literally one bolt to pull out here. That bolt there needs to pull out, and then that whole wedge comes right out of there. So again, it's really quick and easy to change it, guys. If you did want to size your wood or your logs to your wedge, you can do that, and do that in a timely manner. A lot of the times changing a wedge out of a firewood processor is a big job. A lot of screwing around, things aren't straight. This is really easy. Really simple setup to do. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead, I'll get this fired up. I'll show you how it runs. Like I said, guys, it runs essentially the same as any other 60C is going to, but it's quiet. You still have the noise of the chain. We'll have the noise of the drum, the disc screener. You'll have the noise of the other conveyor, the saw. So you're not, I don't think you're saving that much noise in the grand scheme of things, but you're not gonna have that engine screaming. It just literally, you just hear the hum of the electric motor, and it's pretty cool actually when you're used to running the a diesel all of the time, and then get to run one of the electric ones. It's pretty cool to do that. But anyways, guys, I'll quit talking. I'll get this fired up, show you how it runs. Are you ready, Chair? Chair, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Oh.
It's not ready though.
You wait up, pull that breaker down.
Yeah.
If only there were instructions for this. Oh, there they are right there. We've been reading the French ones the whole time. They got the English ones right there.
Well, they had to put the French on top of the English, you know? Come on.
That's hilarious. We've been out here fucking around with this for 15 minutes and fucking instructions are in English right there. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Switch on.
And then you hit this and it'll reset, and then you're able to fire it.
You gotta hold it for 10 seconds or something?
There's lots of fuel in it.
Can't believe we've been trying to read the French instructions all morning.
We did pretty good though. We
did, yeah.
We figured it out.
You think that's it? It's running now. I'd laugh if it shut off when you got into the cab.
Right. Push the green button.
Oh, she's running now. The new HMI is pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, it's nice.
That's all there is to it?
Yeah.
You ready?
So your cycle data is operator, you got 1 to 5.
Yeah.
Select operator, operator 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back to your home page.
Yeah.
And it just has your cycle count.
Oh, that's pretty easy peasy, eh?
Yeah. Ooh, that
That's not it. That's simple, eh?
Yeah.
Well, now what counts for a cycle? Like, it's got to have a cut end split, or is that just a split cycle?
Splitter.
Oh, so there you go. I guess that's all you need. There's not really any point in counting a saw cycle on, is there?
No.
As long as you know what the actual splitter cycle is the important one.
Yeah.
End up having an operator in here just sitting here hitting the trigger. That's what you'll have. You'll have a guy in here trying to like get the highest score, not even put any wood through it.
Oh yeah, like you can short cycle it.
Oh yeah. Ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's go. Gonna make some nice firewood. So that's about all the noise you can hear coming off that motor. There's very little. You hear more coming out of the saw here. guys, I gotta say, this thing is an absolute Cadillac of a machine to run and to operate. Like, there's it's just the little features that make it that much better. And you can do it all sitting inside the cab. That is why you're gonna buy one of these 48Cs or 60C processors, is if you're gonna run one hard all day, you want to get a lot of hours on one. There's not a whole lot on the market right now that competes with this in terms of fit and finish, build quality, in the ergonomics of operating this machine. And like, that is a cool setup too, the way this is set up. So we've got the 60C over here, that's got the attached conveyor on it, DSC 10 disc screener, and then a 32-foot conveyor with a hopper on it. So the cool thing about this is you can turn the hopper whichever way you want, you can turn the conveyor whichever way you want. So you could essentially have the wood coming out and pile them back over here if you wanted to, or wherever you really want. Like, that is the cool thing about having a setup like this, that big hopper conveyor on, and the DSC 10 with a chute on it, because you don't need a whole lot of height to get from here to here and into the disc screener. And then again, like, the 32-foot conveyor is going to make your big pile for you. And we get a lot of people ask about the quality of wood with that 16-way wedge. You're gonna have to clean it, guys. Like, you don't have to, but if you want a really good quality product without having to sift through the stuff, it's nice to have that. But we get asked a lot about the diameter of the wood going through that, big or small. You can see a lot of that stuff was probably that 7 to 10 inch mark. But if you go through like the bottom section of that 16-way, I'll show you. You go through the bottom section of it, it gives you like 4 really nice extruded pieces of firewood. Like, you're gonna run it through either those ones or these ones, and that's gonna give you a really nice extruded piece of firewood. You're gonna get a little bit of slash and stuff off it, but a little bit of product here you're gonna lose, guys. Like, a lot of people say you're losing a lot of wood, but the amount you gain in production is astronomical compared to what you're gonna lose. Like, it's, and you can see, like, this is a pile of wood we just split. That's right off the end of that conveyor. Obviously we haven't touched it, it's just a pile of wood, but like, you can see the quality of the wood that is coming out of that 16-way wedge is it's almost all uniform, it's almost all perfect. And we have a couple of different options for that 16-way too. Like, this has got the 3.5 inch spacing on it. We can do a 2.5 inch spacing if you want smaller splits, gotta have a little nicer wood going through it, or we can do a bigger one too. So there's a lot of options for that depending on what you and your clients want. We can tailor the machine to that to make your firewood operation function and have one of these processors perform the way you want it to. Anyways, guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Like I said, this is the first one I've done in a long time. I'm gonna get back at it. I've got a lot of things organized and running in the right direction here now. Like I said, it's just been a crazy busy spring here. We're coming up to the fellowship at the furnace. It is the end of the month, the last Friday in June in Perryville, Maryland. Go over to Firewood at the furnace. Brad has a sign-up sheet there. We're going to be in Maryland. There's going to be all sorts of Eastonmade gear. There's going to be an Evo processor. Brad has one of those. Come on out, guys. It's if you're into firewood, if you want to meet some of the YouTubers, meet some of the guys that do this kind of stuff, I'll tell you, it is an absolute blast. I am really looking forward to it. It's going to be like my summer adventure. Me and the wife and the kids, we're going to go down and take a little bit of a vacation while we're down there. But I'll tell you, if you've never met Brad, Brad from Firewood at the Furnace, I'll tell you, it's worth your trip just to go and see that guy, because he's got to be one of the kindest, most wonderful human beings I have ever had the pleasure of calling a friend. So if you're not doing it at the end of the month, come on out to the Fellowship of the Furnace. Like I said, Brad's got information at firewoodатthefurnace.com on his YouTube page. Check it out, guys. It's going to be a really good day at it anyways, and it'd be worth your trip to come down if you're in the market for firewood equipment, or if you just want to hang out with some awesome guys. It's a really good time. Anyways, if you like the video, like I said, thumbs up, hit the subscribe on the bottom. I hope to do some more videos. I hope you like the way I structured this video. It's the first time I've really done like a walk around video of the machine just running, and that was what I wanted to do with this. I wanted to have something for the customers that weren't able to make it to see this big 60C machine, or people have been asking about this 60C machine, to be able to have good content, to be able to see this anyways. All right guys, again, thumbs up, subscribe, see you on the next one. Take care guys.